extremely expensive, so many students often don't have the money to be buying food that is on the healthier side. However, it is possible for them if they are given the right resources. That's why all high schools should offer a course that is similar to home economics, but is focused on lessons like how to make healthy but affordable and quick meals and budgeting. Today we will talk about the trends in college student eating habits, why college students eat so unhealthy, and a possible solution to prevent such unhealthy habits. I may not be a college student myself, but my older sister did attend college for a little while, and I saw how much she worked, but still didn't always have a lot of money to buy like expensive ingredients. I hope by the end of my speech you will agree that all high schools should re-offer, though not require, a class similar to home economics. Let's start with my first point. Typical college student eating habits tend to be unhealthy and meals you could whip up fairly quickly. Some examples shown in the article Nutrition on the NYU website would be the very popular ramen or fast food. Ramen is so cheap. In fact, you can buy a pack of 5 for $1 at the Dollar Tree. And that's 5 meals right there. And then when college students do not want to eat the ramen, they tend to opt for fast food like McDonald's, Whataburger, and Burger King, among others. Though fast food can often end up being a lot more expensive than making your own meals at home, it is quick and easy, making it more appealing to college students who can have a pretty busy schedule. Which leads me to my next point. Why do college students have these unhealthy eating habits? Many college students have a very busy schedule with their classes, jobs, and studying, among other things. A full-time student typically has about 4 to 5 classes a week, averaging at about 2.5 hours a class. This would total to about 10 to 13 hours a week spent on just classes alone. Along with having these classes, students have to study. The University of South Australia states in their article, What is Full-Time Study?, that a typical full-time student requires about 30 hours a week to be spent on studying, if not more. Most students also have to work in order to pay for college and their own personal needs. According to the government agency National Center of Education Statistics, in their article College Student Employment, 27% of full-time students work over 20 hours a week. So if there are 168 hours in a week, college student spends about 13 hours in class, 30 hours studying, 20 hours at work, let's say they spend about 5 hours for their clubs, and they get the recommended 8 hours of sleep at night. That leaves them with 44 hours in the week for eating and entertainment. Though, let's be real, a lot of college students work more than 20 hours a week, so that just subtracts from the 44 hours. We also cannot forget about the amount of time spent traveling from place to place. Even if their commute was only 10 minutes and they only work 4 days a week, that is an hour and a half taken away just for driving to and from work. We also have to take into account that not every student has the same schedule. So some students might have a longer commute to work, or maybe they work and live on campus. It's also possible that they spend more time on their clubs and less time working, or vice versa. Each major has different requirements as well, so this is just a general time frame that can fluctuate between each student. Additionally, with how many hours a week students work, they probably have a bunch of subscriptions to music or TV apps that they continue from high school, like Netflix, Hulu, Spotify, Amazon Prime, etc. A lot of college students also live off campus, which adds rent, water, phone, electricity, and probably internet bills on top of their college payments. Additionally, if they live off campus, they probably have car payments and gas to pay for every month as well. Moving on to my final point and solution to the problem. Those are the bills. All high schools should offer a sort of home economics class. There are probably ways for colleges to help their students find more affordable, quick, and healthier meals on their campuses. However, sending the students off to college with prior knowledge is probably a better option in case not all college campuses have those opportunities. And even if the college does offer help, it can only benefit the student to have that prior knowledge. Having all high schools offer the class will give students a better chance at being able to know what to do when they are also on a budget. However, we cannot make it required since it would take a class period away from those who already have that knowledge from another source. We also have to make sure that the class is focused on preparing for college and includes hands-on learning, which would most likely take form in preparing meals or giving the students an assignment where they have to have a certain amount of money and have to budget that money to pay for typical things they would have to pay for in college. Examples of meal savings. So to conclude everything I've said, that is why all high schools should offer a course that is similar to home economics. But that class has to be focused on lessons like how to make healthy but affordable and quick meals and budgeting. So today we went over the trends in college student eating habits, why college students eat so unhealthy, and a possible solution to prevent such unhealthy habits. I hope my presentation has persuaded you to believe that all high schools can help students adapt better to their new college lives. Thank you.